Hey, it's Becca from the Saunders Pack, and I am here with your March 1000 Hours Outside update. I apologize if the background noise is a little bit much. I am outside getting some more outside time to put on my charts while my kids are sleeping. But March went pretty well for me. Well, as far as outside time is considered. You'll have to check out my goals video to hear how the rest of the areas went this month. As far as outside time, I have done pretty good in March. As you can see, I have been outside every single day, which is a weird accomplishment because originally I thought that would be so easy. I'm always going outside, but unless you count walks to the car, there are some days that I haven't been. So for March, I did really well. I went outside every single day. So I found for me, it's very motivating to have a streak. So once I got like 2 weeks straight of not missing a day outside, I was like, I can't ruin the month. I have to be outside every single day. And so there were some times that I drove with the windows down and the sunroof open, which is a whole debate in my house on if that counts or not. Back to that in a minute. So there were some days where I drove with the windows down that I probably wouldn't have otherwise, or I took phone calls out on the back porch and I wouldn't have otherwise, but I wanted to make sure that I kept my streak going. So that is very motivating for me. I'm extremely competitive, and even if the competition is only myself, I want to win. So I have really pushed myself a little bit more than I would have. There were some lazy days in there, and I've had a lot of stress this month. Like I said, check out my March goals update if you want to hear more about that. But it was not an easy month for me, and that translated into some days I just wanted to chill and not doing anything and just sit around and feel bad for myself. And instead I went outside, went on a walk, and then I always felt better. So I didn't walk every single day like I wanted to, but I was outside. So some of that you can see on the calendar, like some of that was working outside for long periods of time, or even short periods of time if that's what I had to do. Taking phone calls outside, walking, playing with the kids. We went to the playground a few times, not as much as I wanted to. We've had a really busy, crazy month, but I've tried to keep it varied. We went to the zoo a few times. That is also a debate. I'll tell you about all the debates going on in my family at the end of this video. But we also went to the zoo, and so my sister is doing the 1000 Hours Outside challenge with me, my sister Lauren. She actually has a channel, Blind and Proud. I'm not sure if she's going to post about this challenge at all, but I'll link her channel because even if she doesn't post about this, I'm sure you would love her content. So we're at the zoo and we're like, okay, getting out of the car, starting our timers, and then inevitably one of us would forget to turn it off when we go inside a building at the zoo, but the other one would turn it off, and so we're like, oh, how much time do you have? How much time do I have? We need to fix it because we've been outside the same amount of time today. But it's kind of funny, but it's really nice to be able to do this challenge with her. She doesn't have any children, so she's doing it as a single woman, and I'm doing it as a mom. And so it's cool to see like what similarities and differences we have in the way that we approach the challenge. Yeah, I will try to get her to do a video about her experience with this because I'm sure that you'd be interested in hearing that as well. This month has sparked some controversy in the family. So if you're not aware, I am currently living with my parents, and it's me, my 2 kids, my parents, and then also 5 of my younger siblings. And then my sister Lauren has an apartment pretty close by. So we have all been discussing together what qualifies as outside time. So I'm hoping to get an answer from all of you. This is a pretty short update today because not much has changed. But this is the big thing that I wanted to touch on, is what qualifies as outside time. So to me, I think if you are in the car with the windows completely rolled down and the sunroof open, that can count because you're still getting fresh air the entire time. And you're trying to get fresh air. That's my thought, is I'm doing this for fresh air, for the benefits that the outdoors can bring. And so if that is the dominant environment, like all the windows down, sunroof open, that's what I'm getting. I'm not really getting car air, I'm getting fresh air. I'm feeling the sun on my face. I'm hearing the birds. that counts as outside time in my mind. My family does not agree. They say it's cheating. And there's a whole debate on if I should still count that in my app or not. So I think I'm going to count it for now. And then at the end of the year, I will see how much of my time was spent. Like, I'll calculate up how much of it was spent in the car or not. And we can decide if it counts or if I am disqualified. And I may get over 1,000 hours and it doesn't matter either way, but I'm going to keep track of it still, and we can hopefully you can help settle this debate. The other thing, my sister Lauren says that the Jungle Building and the Desert Dome at the Omaha Zoo should count as outside time because it is a self-sustaining environment with natural plants. And so she says the oxygen coming off of the plants and just that whole environment should count as being outdoors. I'm on the fence. There's part of me that selfishly wants to count it because I want to log in my hours, but I'm not sure. I feel a little weird about it, like it might be cheating. Okay, so does it count when you are in the car? Does it count when you are in those buildings? Some say yes because of like what my sister said. Most of my family says no because there are walls. So any type of walls disqualify. So then there's the question of greenhouses. Does it count as outside time if you are in a greenhouse? Our family split down the middle on that one. Some say yes because it's a natural environment. There's no air control, whatever. It's all natural, so it should count. Other people say no because you have walls, and walls disqualify it. My mom has an interesting opinion. She says that you need to be touching the earth for it to count. And so I ask her, of course, playing devil's advocate there, if I'm sitting in a lawn chair with my feet up, am I not outside? Because I am not touching the earth. And so that's our debate. We like to have fun, healthy debates. So I hope that you can settle this for us. Comment below and tell me what counts as outside time. Now, all of this aside, just a little disclaimer, I personally believe that this is a challenge that is very unique to the person doing it. So for me, I had started counting driving with the sunroof open and the windows down because I think that the important part for me is being in the elements and experiencing the fresh air, all that type of thing. Someone else may not want to count that, and that's okay for them. I think it can be subjective because in reality, the challenge is what you make it. Filming this a little bit later because I just realized I forgot to say, I think the one thing that I really hope to do differently in April is to get that 30-minute walk every day, or at least the majority of the days in the month. I really slacked there and it left me feeling kind of icky. So if I could change one thing, that is the big thing that I want to do better. But I would love to know all of your thoughts, so comment below and let me know what counts as outside time. Settle this debate for us. And of course, please like this video and subscribe for more content. That helps me out and that helps you hear the results of this poll in next month's video. That's all I've got for today, and I will come back at the end of April.